The most popular minigame in all of Minecraft has been facing a bit of controversy recently over one simple thing: fire sales. The sale of limited time cosmetic skins has become quite a hot topic in the Hypixel Skyblock community, with some people absolutely foaming at the mouth every time one of these sales comes around and an update does not. Today, we're going to look at Hypixel as a whole and ask the question: does Skyblock have a fire sale problem? I'm going to put this out here right now because I know some people are going to comment on it if I don't. I do have a Hypixel creator code. I make money off of fire sales. They are very nice to me. I appreciate them a lot. But I still think I'm pretty unbiased on this topic because in reality, fire sales are good. Money from them is good, but updates are even better because that will pay the bills by getting people to watch my videos. So while I do profit off of fire sales, I do think that I am unbiased whenever I'm going to talk about in this video. So yeah, I'm sure anyone who's been playing Skyblock recently has noticed the absolute abundance of skins that have been getting added to the game, whether it be through fire sales or through the new Tailor's shop that was added a couple months back. We have been seeing more and more skins get added, and a lot of people are pretty mad at this because if we look at the update schedule that we have been receiving recently, there's basically nothing. We haven't gotten a content update since May of last year, if you don't count the pests update as a content update, which a lot of people don't. And then the last content update was the Rift, and the one before that was the Garden. And when you're looking at these updates compared to the scope of some of the updates that we saw back in 2020, like the Community Center or Dungeons, or in 2021 where you had things like Dwarven Mines, Crystal Hollows, Enderman Slayer, you name it, it seemed like it was a lot higher quality than the stuff we've been getting, but we keep just getting more and more stuff thrown at us. The one light at the end of the tunnel that we keep being promised is the Foraging update that was originally announced in 2020, then was announced for 2021, and then was basically indefinitely pushed back until the end of last year, where the admins basically said, hey guys, we're hoping that hopefully you'll be able to test the preliminary versions of the Foraging update at early next year. And early next year came, and we still have not seen any content updates. But there was a forum post put out very recently that everyone seemed to love, where the admins just posted and said, hey, we added 16 new cosmetics to this shop. That's right, 16 cosmetics at once to this shop. And as you can see by the likes and dislikes, every single person was a humongous fan. No, not many people were enjoying this because people are kind of sick and tired of just seeing fire sales and not seeing anything from them. I don't really like diving into like how much money Hypixel is making per fire sale, but you could do the math yourself and see they're making a ton of stuff here. They are absolutely bringing in the bucks from fire sales, and we don't really have numbers on the Tailor's shop, but I'm sure that that has made them a decent amount of money too, and people are seemingly mad that that money is going nowhere. They're also mad because there's an admin that's wasting times making these skins, and that admin should be working on the Foraging update. He should be working on the Abyss. He should be working on anything else, and people are just angry on all ends of this. But the thing is, I think people are a little wrong where they're placing their anger. Hypixel announced about a year ago that the Foraging update was going to be on 1.20, or it was going to be on modern versions of Minecraft rather than being on 1.8.9. Making the Foraging update work on 1.20 means that they need to make the rest of the game work on 1.20. Because if you make the Foraging update exist on there, everything else has to work for that player who's going to be playing the Foraging update. You can't assume that someone is going to swap to play on the Foraging update to 1.20, and then they have to swap back to 1.8.9 to play the rest of the game, and then they swap back to 1.20 to play the Foraging update. That's not how it works. They are going to make the entire game work on 1.20, and then probably soon after the update to Foraging, assuming everything goes fine with the transition to modern versions, we will probably see a forced entire game on modern versions of Minecraft update that comes out very soon after the Foraging update. I don't think that the admins are going to spend this much time working on making the entire game work on 1.20 and not make it forced and have a ton of content down the pipeline in this modern version of Minecraft. So a lot of the developer time that they've been putting in when it comes to making the Foraging update is actually being spent on porting the game over to a modern version of Minecraft and also cleaning up a lot of their spaghetti code. If you go and look on any of the alphas that they will usually be running at least like once every other week, half of them are just going to say, hey, we're running stuff for backend changes. We're changing how items get presented. We're changing how X, Y, and Z. And it's just going to be something that most players wouldn't notice. But the reason they are doing this is because they are trying to basically future-proof their game. They're trying to make any updates past this one way more streamlined, way more awesome, way more available to people, because they're trying to do something big by moving Minecraft versions. It takes a while, and it's a bit understandable that we haven't seen the actual update get released so far. However, I think they're doing a pretty shit job when it comes to keeping people informed on this. A lot of people don't know that the Foraging update is going to be on the modern versions because the only time it's ever been mentioned was once in a forum post way back in May of 2023. A lot of people don't know what is going on the Foraging Island at all because the admins haven't said anything about it. There's nothing to be hyped about right now, and all people are seeing is fire sale, fire sale, fire sale, fire sale. So they're getting a little bit mad because we don't have anything to latch on to. We don't have anything to be hopeful for, and then we just see something new get sold and more money get put into the pocket of the person who, from a player's point of view, isn't really doing much. I don't know how feasible it is for them to make a roadmap. I'm pretty sure they've said they don't want to overpromise when it comes to certain updates, and they don't want to make roadmaps of stuff that isn't actually going to come out. But I feel like the players would benefit a lot from any bit more communication than what is going on right now, because right now we don't know jack shit about stuff that's being made, and the admins are just kind of radio silent when it comes to the other updates, other than just knowing that the Foraging update is sometime this year in the pipeline. And then on the note of people being a little bit mad about an admin wasting time making this when they should be developing other stuff, you guys think that Hypixel didn't hire a specific person whose only job is to do this? I know you can get mad that someone is getting paid to do this, but this person is one singular admin who has to spend time making skins, and it's making the company money. They're obviously going to pay someone to do that. It's not like they're taking their top developer in the entire world and saying, Minikloon, go make a skin. That's not happening, and there is this thing called different jobs in a company. So I don't think that one admin working on skins is really taking away from the Foraging update coming out. It's just that that's the only thing you're seeing because it's the only person who's on an actual schedule, whereas the other admins are just trying to crank out the most crazy Foraging update that they've ever done while also posting nothing about it. So I would say the problem isn't with fire sales, but the problem is that all we're seeing is fire sales. The two best solutions that Hypixel could do is either to A, communicate more about the Foraging update, just say what's going on, you know, if it's going to be a little bit delayed, you know, just show us a picture of an axe, tell us this is something that's going to be in the Foraging update, and I'm sure that will mull people over there. Or they could B, just make more small content updates. I don't understand the need to constantly be topping themselves with every single large content update that has ever come out. I swear to God, they have just been trying to push the boundaries of what they can do in Minecraft ever since they decided to make the Crystal Hollows. And it's like, man, we would take just a new Slayer. We would take 2 new Diana mobs to be included in the mix. We would take, you know, just like anything that's going to allow us to play new content that isn't just quality of life stuff mixed in with fire sale after fire sale after fire sale. So yes, we're getting a lot of fire sales, but as I said earlier, it's because that's on a schedule. It's because that's not that hard to come out, and that is something that is funding them making other updates. But if you're gonna have us fund your other updates, please Hypixel, just give us some information. I'm almost 21 years old, damn it, and I have been waiting for the Foraging update since I was like 18, bro. You're killing me here. Please give us any news. That's it for the video.